points of view through from you. If you'd like to keep on texting us, we'd love to hear from you. www.bbc.co.uk/athletics. Or you can text us on 07786 202 2420. I'll read that again. 07786 20 24 20 for the text message. Just to bring you up to date, after the third round of the shot put, Andrei Mikhnevich of Belarus still in first place with his personal best of 21.69 meters. Yuri Bilanog of the Ukraine, 21.10, and Kevin Todd in third place in the United States, 20.89. We were just looking there at John Godina of the United States, who was red flagged for what he felt was a legitimate throw. Still asking questions about it because it was a big throw, but it has been examined and it looks like the foul will stand.
I think what he was trying to argue is that yes, his foot did touch the front board, but it wasn't actually resting on top of the board.
And that's the key, is it?
That would be the key. You know, in my mind, it looked like a foul to me, and I think once John Godina's had a chance to look at that properly, he will possibly feel the same way.
Let's have a look at it once more while we're talking about it. Here it comes. Just watch his foot as it comes round. That one thumps into it. That's okay, but it's there. That's the point we're talking about. Whether he's actually just grazed the front block or whether he's actually rested his foot on it, it's very marginal, isn't it?
When you look at it again, Rob, it's just with that technique where his foot's actually rotating and twisting. You know, it's deceptive where the camera angle stops, showing his foot in that position, but it could have actually just come round, not actually rested, but just gone through the plane of its normal motion.
Goodness me, who'd be an athlete? Look at all this, bandaging on an ice pack in the middle of competition. This is Roman Grastyuk of the Ukraine. 19.61, his best throw to date. Here's some Finnish supporters, very nicely decked out. And as to who are they supporting, Terry from Harrow has contacted us, Steve, saying, I realise that the shots have to be the same weight, but can they be different in size?
Good question, Terry. As far as I know, they would have to be the same size. I mean, I'm not up on every technical aspect of the shot put. The weight is the crucial thing, and the size, I would have thought, and I'd be 99% certain, would have to be.
It would almost, you'd think, have to be part and parcel of it being of them all being the same weight, wouldn't you? But it's an interesting point, Terry. Thanks for that.
If anybody else wants to trip me up, then they've got the number.
There's a lovely one here from John Davis, who says he lives in England, so let's not be any more specific. Taking us away from the shot and from field events generally, but has there ever been a mixed relay? And would the governing body ever consider introducing it to a major championship?
Well, it'd certainly be, you know, an interesting event. As far as I know, that the only one that I'm aware of that took place in Gateshead on the final meet of Sally Gunnell's career, and it was more of a joke event, really. You know, we had Rob Weir, our British record holder, in the discus, running the lead-off leg, and Sally Gunnell, you know, various celebrities ran in the race, and Sally Gunnell eventually finished as the winner. And that's my only knowledge of it at the moment. Whether the governing body has got any plans for it, I doubt, but it'll certainly be entertaining.
It's a lovely idea, isn't it? Anyway, let's get back to the important stuff of the moment. Adam Nelson of the United States.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yes. That is a good one. He felt it was big too, didn't he?
Well, that will take him into the bronze medal position. Nelson's got a best of 21.29. Has thrown over 22 meters. And it really launches that one out. will challenge the second place throw of Billenog at 21.10. And 21.26 goes into the silver medal position. Really, you know that you find that this happens, Rob, in many of these competitions. It's about these athletes getting warmed up. They just have a nice, I wouldn't say easy throws, but once the adrenaline comes through, they realise that in the final 3 throws of the competition, technique starts to come together, and these competitions really come alive.
Well, this man needs to warm up still. Justin Enelzark of Australia, 20 metres 05, his best so far. It's short of that. It's interesting, isn't it? Adam Nelson, who we saw just a few moments ago, 22.51 his personal best. The only other person who's exceeded that is fellow American Kevin Toth, 22 metres 67. And Kevin Toth is just behind that at the moment, 4th place with 20 metres 89. So there's a little bit of catching up to do. But can the Americans both get into those medal positions? Watch out for the disappointment of John Godina. So V. Tisanoja of Finland, 20.09, best he's achieved so far. That was his first throw in this final. And that'll be somewhere around the same kind of mark. In fact, I think he may be just short of 20 metres. There's the band. We've heard them all day. They look resplendent in their costume.
Brilliant throw by Adam Nelson. Started off this 4th round in 8th place. And this round will now count down to the leader at the moment. He'll throw last. He'll have the advantage going into this last 3 rounds. He'll know what he has to do. But it will take a mammoth effort to match Makanovich. 21.69.
Very sparse crowd immediately around the band, which you kind of understand, I guess. But it all adds to the atmosphere, doesn't it, Steve? And it's great to hear. It might drive you bonkers after a while, but it's all in good spirit.
Well, one of these shot puts going at Ryan ended up in one of those trumpets would probably suit a lot of these spectators.
Rainikainen, Finland. Speaking of red flags, I don't think it was near his 20 metres 45 anyway. Very much a feature of French sport to have these bands. You've certainly seen them in the Six Nations rugby, but they're very much to the fore. And in fact, over here in England, London Wasps have a band that travel from somewhere quite a long way away from Wasps' own base to play a little bit of music every time Wasps go over for a try. At least that was certainly what they were doing a couple of years ago.
Well, what they are trying to do in athletics, they've introduced bands to entertain the crowd, but with distance events as well. You know, that rhythmical beating of a drum to a pace helps with the athlete's pace setting.
Wow, you've got to make sure you've got that rhythm absolutely right then as a drummer. Imagine trying that at the London Marathon. Well, these throws are all coming short of the 20-metre mark at the moment, and we're really looking for something approaching 21 metres, or in excess of 21 metres, to be medal competitive. This is Ralph Bartels of Germany, 20 metres 50, his best throw of this final. falling away a little, Bartels.
Well, 5th place at the moment, he really needs to pull it out. And Kevin Toff, next up to throw. Seen Adam Nelson push him into that 4th place. Needs to throw over 21 metres, capable of it, but no.
Doesn't look like it, does it? It really didn't look good. And just hasn't succeeded since that first throw, is when he achieved 20 metres 89. So it's a mixed bag for the Americans at the moment in this men's shot put final.
If anyone can challenge the lead, then this guy can. Villanog of the Ukraine.
We are now looking at Nivida under Niknevich. There is Villanog again. Villanog, who is in the ring. 21 metres 10 has him in 3rd place.
Looks like a good throw. Well, it's over the 21 metre mark, but he's thrown 20.81 this year. He's putting together a consistent series of throws, but you know, it's about challenging that lead of 21.69.
Yes, you're on television. A little bit of British support there, but Andrei Miknevich was in your shot briefly. There he is, current leader, 21.69, a personal best for him. He achieved that here with his 2nd throw in this final. Is he going to extend this now? It's asking a lot.
He knows Adam Nelson is right behind him now.
It is huge.
What a way to respond. Don't think it'll challenge his lead and throw. Mid 21 metres.
You're right. I think it's just short of 21.50. .21.45 for Miknevich, so 21.69 remains the best score for him and keeps him out in front. Yes, go on now, let's go, says Adam Nelson of the United States, currently in 2nd place. And if he gets his way, he's going to be in 1st place after this throw. I can just feel it.
He's getting the crowd behind him. The crowd is starting to get excited. Just 2 throws remaining in this competition.
Not his best throw. All that build-up.
Well, it's about as much as strength and power, controlled aggression. And I think they're so fast through that rotation, loses balance, doesn't quite get the right trajectory on the shot.
Trying to will that shot put over the 22-metre mark, but it's not to be. So he stays in 2nd place, Adam Nelson. Training with 65, that 5th throw for him. He's got one last attempt to try and exceed Miknevic's 21 meters 69. Here's Justin Anelzak, 20.05, his best attempt so far. He's really got to pull the stops out now if he's going to be in contention for a medal. Capable of 20 meters 96. Well, it isn't far off.
Certainly a big improvement on his current performance. 20.05.
Keep him outside the medal positions, though. You may have just noticed there in that shot a red tape on the ground there. We've had a question from William, aged 11. I can see the red tape but don't actually know what the distance is. Could you tell me, because I'm having a debate with my older brother and I want to see who's the closest. Well, the red tape indicates the current world record, that held by the American Randy Barnes, and it's 23 meters 12. 23 meters 12 is where the red tape is. That marks the world record held by Randy Barnes back in 1990. So I hope that sorts out your argument, William, you and your brother. 23 meters 12 is what the red tape signifies, the world record. Tisanoja of Finland. Short of his best, he's thrown 20 meters 09, and that's short of the 20 meter mark.
Well, all these guys know what they've got to do now. If you don't throw 21 meters, you go home with nothing.
So the medal position so far, Yuri Bilanog in bronze position with 21 meters 10. America's Adam Nelson in the silver, 21 meters 26. And Andrei Miknevic with a personal best, 21 meters 69. The Belarusian in the gold medal position. Doesn't look like it'll be Finland's day. Plenty of Finnish support though. Rainikainen, 20 meters 45. Has thrown 20 meters 88. Even that wouldn't be enough, and that's probably just shy of 20 meters again. And he's red flagged. He's the current leader.
What we tend to forget, Rob, is that these guys have had a long day. The shot put is the only event where the qualifying and final take place on the same day. They've had a really early start this morning, and tiredness will start to come in now, not just physically but also mentally.
Ralph Bartels, the German, 20 meters 50, his best throw. He can do better than that, but his personal best is 20 meters 85. He's going to have to go well past that if he's going to stand a chance of a bronze. It's a good effort. But it's not going to be enough. Isn't it? Andrei Miknevic, 21.69 in the lead with a personal best. Carl Myerscough, who holds the UK record, 21 meters 92, and he's not made it to the final. How frustrating is that for British support?
I wonder where he is now, whether he's in the stadium, he's in his room. I think personally I couldn't watch this final. It'd be so disappointing. But as I've mentioned before, it's his first major championship, and due to the recent dropouts of a lot of athletes, a lot of pressure was put on Carl Maisco, and he'll come back and live to fight another day.
That throw for Maisco was only in June this year. Yuri Bilanov in third place with his third throw of 21 meters 10. That's as good as it's going to get for him. It's red flags. From Maidenhead, Steve asks, because they compete the qualifiers and the final on the same day in the shot, but surely it's very rare that a world record is broken in the final, as the competitors will be tired.
Well, that is right, they will be getting very tired at the moment, and certainly that world record of Randy Barnes set back in 1990, 23:12, that was not set in a global championship. If I'm not mistaken, it was possibly the US champions, but it was 13 years ago, and I'd have to check that up. And looking back through the record books, yeah, many of the records, European and world, have been set outside major championships. I think there's a very good argument for putting this event on over 2 days, but...
Let's watch the leader, Andrei Miknevich. Thanks for that question, Colin. Terrific. Still short, his red flag, but that would have been short of his personal best of 21.69, which he achieved with his second throw.
Every throw over 21 meters so far, though. Awesome series. For me, Andrei Miknevich stamping his authority all over this shot put competition.
Well, Adam Nelson's not going to have that, is he?
Let's go, come on!
Safe to say Adam Nelson is an American.
Well, he certainly has come alive in this, although last time he only threw 20 meters 65.
He's a character, and he's so explosive. Just watch the speed of this rotation technique, the speed of that arm.
Right, it's big. Let's just take a look. I don't think it might close the gap on Miknevich, and I think it's probably bigger than his current best throw of 21.26, which he achieved with his fourth throw. We'll see. Where does that take him?
Well, that will leave him in second place. That's the best he could possibly finish. But a great series from Nelson, put everything into that final round throw. 20.53 finish with 21.26. The question is now, with 7 athletes to come, can he hang on to that medal position?
His most likely challenger is Yuri Bilanov. But Justin Anelzak of Australia hasn't really challenged. And that's going to be around the 20 meters 50 mark. That's a round of applause from the crowd. He thinks he could have done better. Now then, we had a message earlier from a young boy called William from London, asking what the red tape was for, what the distance was for the red tape. It marks the world record. You'll see it here in this shot there to the right. That's the 23 meters 12 set by Randy Barnes of the United States back in 1990, a record that's stood ever since. And William has very politely texted us back with a thank you, saying he was only 4 centimeters off. Well, that's very good estimate by you, William. 4 centimeters, of course, in this game is huge. But no, fair's fair. That's extremely good. And I gather from that you probably won and your brother owes you an apology. So, William, I'm glad we've been able to answer your question for you. And thank you for contacting us, and thank you for watching BBC Interactive, where we're now watching Via Tisanoja of Finland, who hasn't exceeded his 20 meters 09 throw. He might have done with that. It will be a close call that leaves him outside the medal positions. Teppo Rainikainen of Finland, 20 meters 45, his best throw. He's got a lot of work to do if he's going to get into medal contention.
Need a personal best to get into medal contention here.
That's going to be close to what he achieved earlier. He bows out. Still looking like Miknjevic, Nelson and Villanog in gold, silver and bronze respectively. Ralph Bartels of Germany, his last chance to grab a medal. He's got to exceed 21 meters 10. And he stepped outside the ring.
Well, it wasn't good enough in the end. Even if he'd stayed inside the ring, that wouldn't have challenged for the medals. But a good performance. Had a glimpse of a medal. One line in third place. Back in the second round. But now we have just 2 more athletes to go who can challenge for medals.
Kevin Toth of the United States. Look at those throws. 20 meters 89 on his first throw. Otherwise, he's been red flagged. He's capable of 22 meters 67. Well, he's outside the ring again. He's furious with himself, but salutes the crowd. I'm not sure if that's a smile or a grimace. That's disappointing for Toth, yeah. A little bit of grunt of dissatisfaction. Maureen from Bristol asks Steve if in the competitors' village, do the shot putters socialise with the other athletes? They seem very gruff.
They are very gruff, and they do tend to snore. And I've been thrown in with one or two. But more importantly, the medals have now... The top three, Yuri, Billanog, here trying to challenge Adam Nelson's 21-26. That won't improve. So in fact, this championship and this shot put competition has now been decided.
Well, it's been fascinating.
Well, he'll have the glory and the joy of throwing in this last round. He may not choose to throw, but if I was him, I'd step up and milk the glory of being world champion with a fantastic series of throws. Just Mikenovic left to go, already world champion.
Well, Billanog has competed well here today. Just short of his personal best, 21.81. And here is the leader, Andrei Mikenovic. 21.69. What a time to throw your personal best. And that'll be, unless he exceeds that now, will be the throw that earns him the gold medal. Well, that's a great way to finish, isn't it? I think it'll do just short of 21.69, but that's a terrific performance from the Belarusian.
That's what you call showboating, Mikenovic. I would say worthy world champion, takes the first gold medal in the field events in this World Championships. Lovely technique, so consistent. And the 27-year-old takes his first world title.
So just a hint of a smile from our gold medalist, Belarusian Andrei Mikenovic, getting congratulations from his fellow competitors. And that's a great effort from him. He's now just beginning to take it all in. Marvellous moment for him, and the emotion is now getting to him. But it's been an intriguing shot put, and of course he was never challenged in the end by Britain's Carl Myerscough, who was the favourite for the gold. But there's confirmation of the final. Gold medal goes to Andrei Mikenovic.